Help me, baby, and do my guts. It's a mine, and I drink my cup.
Let's go,
I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah.
Today we're gonna go scout for shellfish, perhaps an oyster or two, perhaps clam or a quahog. I've had a few hogs in my day, cherry stones, and we'll be back to see some of the actual gathering of nature's bounty.
Howdy. Let's go scouting for oysters.
See if we can find any.
Tell me that's not beautiful. Bill and his daughter Sarah going to scout oysters. Wow, it doesn't get any better. Hope all you out there in TV land are paying attention. That's called family.
Today on Fun Outdoors with Lester and Bill, we've got our new guest. Her name is Sarah, and Sarah just happens to be my daughter. And today, if you can look behind me, we're going to be scouting for oysters, and I believe tomorrow we will harvest some of the bounty of God's shellfish.
I think we could also shuck a few. Now, where are we going to find these things? They got to be out here somewhere.
I found a big crab.
That's a shell.
It looks like a crab to me.
Here what we have, I believe, would be signs of steamed clams. You'd have to dig down through. Tomorrow we'll do it. Today we can't. When you have these little holes, sometimes they're snails. Like this is a snail over here. Can you see what a snail is? A snail is a little sea creature. He's just waddling his way around. But we're going to get some steamed clams, quahogs, oysters, cherry stones, little necks. I think they're all the same family. Quahog, cherry stone, and little necks. We'll identify that. Let's go. Come on, Sarah. We don't want people finding out about our secret spot.
Came here to look at the crab.
Look at these footprints. Who's this guy? Look at this. What the heck made this guy? Look at that. Look at those tracks. We might have to go tracking.
I think Sarah's gonna call a whale in. Okay? See.
We're scouting now, and Sarah, my beautiful daughter, she's going to call a whale with her Willie harmonica. She's a great harmonicist, and she's a lovely whale woman. She just is happy all the time.
Sometimes you can see a whale on shore. Sometimes. But for that one, I think I'm gonna kill a whale.
Sarah?
Yes?
I've not seen a keeper oyster yet.
Not me either,
See, this is a good oyster here, but it's too small. They stick together. What you do is when you go to harvest them, you break them apart. And that would have to slide through the ring. That might just make it. I forget the diameter, 2.5 inches. I've got a gauge that we'll use tomorrow. But this is nature's gold right here, baby. You peel that baby open and down the hatch. That's nice stuff. See if we can find a few bigger ones. Oh, I can't wait to have some of these.
Yeah, look, Kevin. I don't know, it's some kind of stick.
That's a keeper oyster there, but I'd have to peel it apart. Put it up back in the water for tomorrow. Did you know that an oyster filters 50 gallons of water per day per oyster? 50 gallons. That's why we have a clean ocean, because they clean everything up, all the plankton and all the, you know, debris or whatever you might have. That's good stuff.
Hey, Bill, I see a whale.
Where?
I saw a whale, and I'm going to talk to it by whale Spanish.
Well, Sarah, I'd like to hear that whale Spanish.
All right, here's the first one.
Whale Spanish.
Hola, como. That means hello, and goodbye means. What does goodbye mean?
That's talent.
Beautiful. Lester, is there anything you have to be careful of when you're harvesting God's bounty of oysters?
Yes, there's several things. First, what I like to be careful of is not to get pinched by crabs. As in, can I show you what I'm talking about? This happens to be a dead crab. These little guys have pinches. It's kind of been eaten by the seagull, but when those little guys pinch you, man, they wake you up in a hurry. Secondly, you gotta always wear boots on oysters because you get a lot of cuts from walking around on an oyster flat.
Hey, Bill, I see a giant squid.
Ooh, not a giant squid.
I recall, Lester, last year when we were out here on these oyster flats harvesting God's bounty of oysters, that I was warned several times about the actual sharpness of the shell of the oyster, and yet with these warnings I failed to heed my good friend Lester's good advice, and I happened to cut myself and developed a little infection that was taken care of with a poultice of clay and mint leaves. But that's for another day.
I found something. I don't know what it is. What is that in the middle?
It's an oyster shell attached to a rock. Is there a pearl? No pearl.
Wasn't that your first wife, Pearl?
She was a good girl, Pearl.
And you traded her in for Beatrice? Beatrice was a beauty. My first wife's name was Jen. We called her Gem. Traded her in for Penny. Threw her over my...
Sorry, Bill. I found an oyster.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Sorry, Bill.
I traded her in for Penny, I was saying, and now I'm married to the Big Red, whose name is...
Kathy.
That's her sister.
Oh. That's when you've been at the ocean too long.
You can't do this in France.
Sarah, you know, we don't want to punish you. We don't want to have to do that, so you just behave.
Yellow boots are good luck in case you see a whale. Whale in the ocean, I learned at school. Whales swim up shore sometimes. I don't know. If we see a whale, film it, Dad, okay?
I think those are what you call fiddle crabs, Bill.
Those are fiddle crabs.
You know why they call fiddle crabs, Bill?
Why do they call them fiddle crabs, Lester?
It's obvious, Bill. They run like this. That's a fiddle crab.